Melissa here, and I'm just jumping on really quick because I have to go off to physio, but I just wanted to show you, if you watch me on Instagram or follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this. This is from my June hip kit, and it's Paige Evans' Oh My Heart, and it's beautiful ombre in pink, and Brielle saw this paper and wanted it, and so I used an exclusive cut file for June from Hip Kit Club, and I've stitched these clouds in ombre. So I used my pen attachment and drew them, and I've just gone from white, light pink, medium pink down to dark pink, and then I did something that I'm sure many of you do, where you can't find photos, so you go and take photos of your kids. So these are 4 photos of Brielle just outside jumping on our trampoline. It was a horrible grey day. It's spring at the moment and it's a bit variable, but my plan is I'm going to cut them into 4 and then just position them on the layout. So I'm going to use that. I've also pulled a couple of doilies from my stash. I'm not sure if they're going to work or not, but we'll see. I've also got the exclusive what do you call them, enamel buttons, the Little by Little Chamel enamel dots, and then I've just pulled out a whole lot of ephemera pieces. I've got gold. I didn't want to get into too much colour. I'm probably keeping it quite, monochromatic, definitely, with some gold. So I've got all of that, and I'm going to use the gold thickers that come in the kit, but I just wanted to show you what I'm intending to do right now, which is to drop some mist on in corresponding colours, and then I'll go off to physio, and hopefully when I come back I will be able to make this layer and this will dry. Now I'm going to do this live. I haven't really done that before. This is the Studio Calico Opaque White, and I've always found that it takes forever to dry, so we'll see. I haven't used it for such a long time. The next one I'm going to use is the Heidi Swap Blush. This one doesn't show up that well, so we'll see. It should just add a bit of shimmer and shine. Now, I'm not worried about it getting on the stitching. Doesn't matter, doesn't bother me. See, right there we've dropped a bit. I might just use this and soak it up. Now, then we've got, next one is pink, Heidi Swap Pink. So, just wanting to add a bit more interest, and this one comes out really dark, but dries lighter. So, yeah, I mean, let's face it, when you drop mist, you cannot expect it to be perfect. It's quite random. The final one is this one, Hot Pink. Excuse me. And this one came in, I think it was a clip kit, which is why it's a little like a sample one. Right, I've got something on there. So, loving how this is looking. A little bit of crossover in the colour. There we go. So, I'm going to go away. When I come back, this should be dry and I'll be able to carry on with my video. Hey, so I'm back and I'm actually in the bathroom. Ava is having a bath and I'm not sure how this is going to go because she started to get really vocal in the bath and splashes and kicks a lot of water, but right now she's just lying there listening to me and I can see her. She's so cute. Anyway, on to the layout. So I had pulled these items ahead of time. She's kicking now, and I wanted to use those Vicky Bouton large pieces, which are the butterfly and the flower, but I didn't want to cover too much of the cloud so they don't make it onto the page. These little Pink Fresh studio pieces do though, like the flower and the arrow. And what I did was I kind of told the story of her jumping, and I made sure that the one of her starting to jump was at the bottom and the one of her in the air was at the top, and the other two are just kind of in between. So all I'm doing is, I haven't committed to gluing my photos. I know I want to add some foam behind them, but I'm just starting to add my embellishment. And I'm not mucking around, I'm just, if it looks good, I'm gluing it down. So that white opaque mist dried really well. I said in the past that sometimes it never dries, and what I meant by that is you end up touching it and some of it will come off on your hand, but it didn't, so I was really happy with that. And I couldn't use this frame because I didn't want to hide it. It's so beautiful. I wanted to keep the whole thing out so it could be seen, but it will make it onto another page, I'm sure. So I probably could have sped this up, but it's just me going through the process. I have given up on my fine liner bottle. It's cheap and I've basically thrown it away. I'm sick of trying to unblock it. I'm sick of it clogging partway through. I did want to use this doily, but it just didn't look right, and I think that it took away from the stitching. So I tried, and I didn't want to do half on one side and half on the other. These are the Amy Tangerine Hustle and Heart chipboard elements, and I just love them so much. I thought they'd be hard for me to use, but I must say I just love them. So here I'm backing my photos with foam, and yeah, just sped it up because it's not that interesting. That one made me laugh too because I'd cut a bit off, but I might as well have not because I just glued the same bit back on. But anyway, now it took a bit to get these glued down just because the thread raises it up. So I had to put some things on top of my photos to press it down, and I also had to add the one with the flower there that I'm touching there. I had to go back in with some more tape. More glue because it just refused to stick at the top. So now I'm adding the twine to any elements that have holes punched in them, and committing to gluing these down as well. I totally changed my mind on the position of that love tag. I didn't want it on the other side because then I'd have two with twine, so I've just added it to the other side. And then I didn't think I'd be able to add anything more from that chipboard, but I actually did. And so that says no worries, and I thought it looked quite sweet above. That's a chipboard heart. I always add a bit of extra adhesive to these chipboard because you just never know. And then my title was going to challenge me because there's not much room, and I knew I wanted it in that position in the middle, so I decided to go with hey, 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 because when she wants a photo, that's not a word she says, but it's like, Mum, take my photo, take my photo. So I thought it was perfect. I did want it to say, hey, hey, jump, but there just wasn't enough room. So hey, hey, hey it is. And I love that I got several pieces of that chipboard. I've got one more to go as well on this page. And so I've just added adhesive onto these as well. They are, I think, a foam. They're not chipboard, they're like a foam with that metallic cover is quite soft. So they also have some hearts in there, and I've added them in as well. 3 of them. I love that the gold features as an accent colour really on what is ombre, sort of monochromatic layout again. And these are the exclusive enamel buttons. I've just added some glue on the back because I find that the glue dot either didn't come off or it wasn't enough, and so that's what I'm doing there. And yeah, I was just trying to decide what colours to use. I didn't want, I think there's a pink one that said silly, but this isn't really a page about being silly, it's just a page about having fun. So I made sure I use kind of pink tones or elements on them. Here I'm using another piece of chipboard. It says you are pretty great. I thought that was good as well. And it's a banner, and I love the way it looks at the bottom of that photo. I think it helps ground the whole layout. And my final step is to add my journaling. So at this point I think that I'm finished, but I will be coming back in a sec later on with some more additions. So I thought I was finished, and I'm really happy with it. It's really cute. And then I was tidying, and I found part of the kit that is missing. So I've been making layouts, totally unaware that I have these as well. And so Brielle, you love them, don't you? Mm-hmm. Which one do you like? The flowers? That one? Yeah. I think we might use the pink though, because we're making a pink page. So what I'm going to do is try and add, not try and add, I am going to add some of these to the page. I'm going to put that one there, What else shall we have? Find your joy. I think that goes really well with jumping on the trampoline, doesn't it? Yeah. Find your joy. Should we put it there? I quite like it there. I quite like it. Actually, I quite like it there. These are probably actually going to need a bit of glue because it's quite hard to stick things onto stitching. Yep, and we'll put that. That really helps, doesn't it? Yeah, that helps, doesn't it? You like hearts, don't you?
Yeah. And the big heart.
I think that one will
and
just
the big
be...
heart right there.
I'm not going to put the big heart on this one. I'm going to save it for another one.
For me.
For another page of yours, maybe. Because it's not going to go with it. Okay?
The strawberry.
You dropped a strawberry.
And I just want a bath in there.
Do you?
My picture.
I think we might add... No. That one? No, not that one. Uh-oh. Keep dropping strawberries on me, aren't you?
Huh?
I think that will look really cute down there. So I've just posted a sneak on Instagram, but you know, totally doesn't look anything like what I just posted. But that doesn't matter because.
And Mum, can I have that?
Well, I think we'll save that for another one too. Did you know with scrapbooking there are no rules at all?
Yeah.
It's whatever you want to make it. I think that's enough now. I think we've added... Oh, and then actually, I even forgot these.
And Mum, can I have that ice block right there?
I think the ice block one can go on another one too. Let's add
For
some
me?
of these. Yeah.
Can you put them on my hand?
No, because that would waste them.
No.
I don't want to waste them.
Please, this is a heart.
No, because
This one.
I'm not going to waste them. I can give you some other ones.
Can I have these on me? These little thingies?
No,
Why?
because I want them for the pages. And then the star.
I can't see the star. But yes, the star.
There we go. We're done.